I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, GoCases. If you want some free CSGO skins, make sure to check out GoCases app in the Google Play Store. In this mobile app, you can open cases and withdraw them to Steam by linking your trade URL. Also use my code HaiX in the app for free bonus. GoCases offer a lot of cool cases to open and lots of skins that you can withdraw. They have thousands of downloads and positive reviews, so the link is in the description. Hello people, it's the biggest virgin of the internet. So I've been playing in a team for almost 3 weeks now, and today I want to share with you all of my thoughts that I had during this experience. I want to tell you about our first difficulties, what I want to change, and also I want to tell you about our first achievements. As you guys probably know, as I said earlier, I want to join a team to grow as a player because I'm tired of playing just matchmaking and bugs. I want to experience different level of CS and grow as a player, not only to be good but to share this experience with you so you also could learn on my mistakes. And I don't want to show you only positive aspects of Team CS. That's why let's start with the difficulties that we're facing right now. When I joined this team, they already were registered in a tournament, so we didn't have much time to work on our team chemistry. That's why we had to quickly work on defaults, smokes that we're gonna throw, and just some basic strats on our main maps. The problem started when the main oper of this team left after we lost one game in this tournament, and I decided to take a sniper role, but we still were missing a player. That's why I invited a friend of mine who has more than 3000 elo on Faceit, and he plays in a Swedish Pro League. We played one tournament with him and won our first game with a pretty good score. After 2 or 3 days, this player said that he is sick and he won't be able to play for 2 or 3 more days. That's why we had to search for a standing again, since we had another official game coming. After winning this official game with 2 stand-ins, I finally was hoping that all of us 5 can start screaming as a full team again and work on our mistakes and chemistry, but hell no. For some reason my friend never showed up since he said that he's sick. He was reading all of the messages in the group chat but never responded. That's why we decided to search for 5th player again. And once again I decided to invite my 2900 elo friend that we played in many teams together, and surprisingly for me, we won 2 official games with him. But the problem is that I still don't understand, will he stay with us or will he just play as a stand-in? So it's just basic HaiX team problems, you know, this casual shit that I always had, and nothing changes, which makes me a little bit disappointed, but as I promised, I will continue working no matter what. Our second biggest problem that I think slows our progress the most is the fact that we don't practice enough. We're supposed to be screaming at least 3 times per day, but in reality we only meet when we have official games, and because of that we are forced to play according to our defaults that are really not perfect. Let me give you an example. If you have ever played in a team, you know this feeling when 5 of you go on an offline server and your captain or IGL starts showing you where you need to throw your flashes and smokes and how you need to go out. Okay guys, our default round. One player is gonna have to throw a smoke for mid. After that, one player is gonna have to throw a smoke for short right from the spawn. After that, 2 players who are coming mid are gonna have to flash out each other. One player is gonna throw this flash right there, and then one player who stays here, who's gonna pick, he's gonna throw a molotov, and only after that you're allowed to pick. So this is smoked, and this is mollied. And something tells me that experienced players who watch this video right now have a smile on their face. Guys, this is an absolutely useless waste of time. This level of playstyle, when you have unique prepared rounds and defaults, a team has to do when first of all every single player individually becomes very decent at the game, and when you had a lot of experience playing tournaments, because with some of the teams defaults won't work just because they play different. Let me give you an example. Let's say that on Mirage you have a default just like I showed you, where you throw a window smoke, short smoke, maybe even a top connector smoke, but your enemy is literally not playing mid, and in that case you're just wasting your utility, since the only default that you have prepared is this round. And it happened to us many times, but we will get to that a little bit later. When you're always playing according to those defaults, you become incredibly limited with this playstyle, especially when you end up wasting all of the utility that you had when it's not needed at all. The real thing that we're missing right now, besides finding a constant 5th player, is to just getting used to each other's playstyle, and you only get that by playing a lot together, no matter where and how. You can play scrims, Faceit, or even MM, it doesn't matter if your main goal is to work on team chemistry. Okay, maybe not MM, but you get my point. You need to find where everyone is comfortable playing, which duos are working better, and you only earn that by playing a lot together, which doesn't happen in our team right now. Our third problem is communication. It is the most common problem in all beginner teams because some players are just not used to constantly give info, and some players like me speak too much and just make no sense at all. They smoke top con. Short dead.
I'm smoking short.
I'm going back, I'm 9 HP.
Oh, he's coming here.
Got him?
Nice, that's him.
Smoke up short.
He's also jungle. Jumped window, I think. I'm not sure. No, wait. Could be under window. I just heard something. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think that I give too much unnecessary info because some of us don't give it. For example, we have a rule that you don't speak when you're dead, and I always break this rule because I see that some of our players are too quiet and not informing others about situation on the map. But this problem is easily fixable with time and I'm already working on it. Fourth problem that we have is our prag group. In my opinion, to grow as a team we have to scream against teams that are better than us. Only by playing with tougher opponents you will learn a lot of new and improve, but in reality we play against teams whose players are not even faced at level 10. And most of the time when you're playing against worse teams you're just not being concentrated, you start having fun, doing some stupid pushes, and that becomes a waste of time. The fix to that problem is changing a practice group by getting invited by stronger teams, but there is a problem. To get into a stronger practice group you need to have a name by playing in a decent tournaments, or you need to have a known players in your team that could get you invited to practice against stronger teams. It turns out a vicious circle. If you wanna have a stronger practice group you gotta show a better results against decent teams, but how are you supposed to show these results if you don't play against them? We didn't get any invites to stronger practice group because I'm just a YouTuber and none of our players have HLTV profiles, so we gotta work with what we have at this moment.
Like that orb if you can.
One is low. The up to play. Last is
Winnable.
low. Oh my god.
Oh,
Nice.
shit,
They're here.
Oh my god, like fun.
That worked! I got him! Pre-fired! XD!
Last thing. Coffin.
Nice.
Have you ever noticed that a team that wins 16-0 and in the next game loses 16-0, it's like two complete different teams. Their accessibility, communication and grenade usage becomes a lot different. Inability to accept mistakes and criticism was always stopping me from moving forward in CS. It's always easy to be calm when there are no reasons to be upset. It's easy to be friendly with your teammates when everything goes well in the game and in real life. But truly strong are not those teams who win a lot, but those who are not blaming others and staying motivated even after losing 10 games in a row. This ability to stay calm and concentrated is incredibly unique nowadays, and with complete honest heart I can tell that 4 players that we have right now have this mindset, and that's why I believe that we can overcome any difficulties together. And finally let me tell you about our first achievements. Right now we're playing in a small tournament which hopefully will help us to get a name in CS community if we manage to win it, since we recently won our last game there and made it to playoffs. I also wanted to tell that there are a lot of things happening in my life right now. Because of my YouTube channel progressing for the last 1.5 years, I managed to buy an apartment with the money that I saved from the sponsors, and now I'm repairing it because it's complete shit and doesn't even have electricity and bathroom, basically 4 rooms with nothing in there. I'm planning to make my own streaming/recording room in there because making videos for my entire life was incredibly hard because my mom is a piano teacher and usually I have to wait since she stops playing so you guys don't hear any noise in the background, and that's why I'm usually trying to record and edit when she's either not home or late at the night sleeping. Same goes for streaming. I haven't streamed for 7.5 months just because I didn't have an opportunity to do so, but when I move out to the new apartment things will change a lot, and that's why I really appreciate every single one of you. If you're watching this video I really want to thank you because just by watching this video you help the channel grow. I really appreciate you watching. Comment down below what you want to see in the future team videos. Virgin Lord out.